1. A supervisor mentoring a new civil service employee uses real NYC agency scenarios to teach test-related problem solving. This approach best demonstrates which adult learning principle? A. Abstract conceptualization. B. Experiential learning. C. Passive memorization. D. Surface learning. 2. When creating a curriculum for civil service test preparation, which element ensures alignment with NYC exam regulatory requirements? Including only sample practice questions. E. Matching objectives with test competencies. C. Using informal peer discussions. D. Reducing the number of evaluation measures. 3. A civil service training program integrates group discussions where participants share problem-solving strategies. This most directly reflects A. Cognitive load management. B. Peer-to-peer learning. C. Individual rote practice. D. Closed-book instruction. 4. Which communication strategy is most effective for explaining complex NYC exam rules to adult learners? A. Use technical jargon frequently. B. Break down content into relatable examples. C. Assume learners already know the regulations. D. Deliver content without interaction. 5. When designing evaluation methods for NYC exam prep, the most valid approach is A. Measuring performance against exam competencies. B. Comparing scores to unrelated subject tests. C. Using only oral feedback. D. Ignoring test blueprint requirements. 6. A mentoring program for exam candidates emphasizes reflective journals after practice tests. This supports A. Summative assessment only. E. Self-directed learning. C. Rote memorization. D. Minimal learner engagement. 7. Which of the following best illustrates regulatory compliance in NYC civil service exam preparation? A. Ignoring the city's job-specific exam content. B. Aligning training with official civil service exam announcements. C. Using outdated national test examples. D. Designing content without state review. 8. A test prep facilitator adapts instruction after evaluating learner feedback surveys. This reflects A. Curriculum stagnation. B. Formative evaluation. C. Regulatory inflexibility. D. Non-reflective teaching. 9. A civil service prep course includes mock interviews and written tests. This dual approach reflects A. Summative-only evaluation. B. Multimodal assessment. C. Over-reliance on one format. D. Surface-level instruction. 10. When mentoring candidates, a senior employee emphasizes learning from test-taking mistakes. This most strongly supports A. Experiential feedback. B. Memorization techniques. C. Regulatory penalties. D. Non-evaluative coaching. 11. Which instructional design strategy ensures fairness in NYC exam preparation? A. Providing consistent access to all study resources. B. Customizing rules for specific individuals. C. Ignoring mandated competencies. D. Limiting assessment feedback. 12. A curriculum developer integrates timed drills into practice sessions. This strategy primarily targets A. Learner stress reduction. B. Time management skills. C. Regulatory exemption. D. Memorization shortcuts. 13. To maintain compliance with NYC testing standards, instructors must A. Base instruction on the official job analysis. B. Design personal test formats. C. Avoid referencing updated test guides. D. Use outdated administrative manuals. 14. A trainer assigns group projects where learners analyze past exam data. This enhances A. Individual memorization. B. Collaborative learning. C. Non-reflective practice. D. Regulatory avoidance. 15. Which is the best method to evaluate a candidate's readiness for the NYC civil service exam? A. Compare against official exam performance standards. B. Use unrelated standardized tests. C. Measure only learner confidence. D. Administer unstructured oral quizzes. 16. A mentor demonstrates how to apply test-taking strategies during timed practice. This reflects A. Cognitive apprenticeship. E. Independent rote drilling. C. Randomized instruction. D. Non-structured learning. 17. Effective curriculum development for NYC exam prep should begin with A. Reviewing adult learner needs and exam requirements. B. Excluding regulatory guidelines. C. Focusing on unrelated subjects. D. Ignoring instructional objectives. 18. Which communication method is most effective for adult learners in exam preparation? A. Interactive workshops with feedback. E. One-way lectures only. C. Dense written manuals with no examples. D. Memorization drills without discussion. 19. A training evaluation uses pre-tests and post-tests. This primarily assesses A. Summative comparison. E. Learning progress over time. C. Regulatory violations. D. Only learner satisfaction. 20. When mentoring exam candidates, focusing on goal setting helps learners by A. Encouraging self-regulation and accountability. B. Increasing dependency on the mentor. C. Ignoring exam objectives. D. Reducing personal motivation. 21. Which principle ensures that NYC exam prep aligns with adult learning theories? A. Relating content to real-world job functions. E. Repeating content without application. C. Removing learner feedback opportunities. D. Ignoring professional context. 22. An instructor provides multiple-choice question practice, then explains why distractors are incorrect. This primarily supports A. Deep learning through feedback. B. Surface memorization. C. Unregulated exam prep. D. Passive instruction. 23. When designing evaluation methods, which ensures regulatory compliance? A. Aligning measures with the official NYC Civil Service test blueprint. B. Using informal self-reports only. C. Avoiding documented outcomes. D. Ignoring performance data. 24. A mentoring program integrates peer-led study groups. This promotes A. Collaborative engagement. B. Passive instruction. C. Individual isolation. D. Regulatory non-compliance. 25. To communicate test updates effectively, trainers should A. Provide clear summaries of official announcements. B. Use outdated rules. C. Avoid sharing regulatory changes. D. Confuse learners with excess technical terms. 26. Which assessment method is most effective in replicating the real NYC civil service exam? A. Timed, computer-based practice tests. E. Informal oral questioning. C. Self-written essays on unrelated topics. D. Peer-only evaluations. 27. A civil service exam preparation curriculum emphasizes structured progression from basics to advanced tasks. This reflects A. Scaffolding. E. Randomized sequencing. C. regulatory avoidance. D. Surface instruction. 28. Mentors who model professional behaviors and exam discipline demonstrate. A. Role modeling. B. Passive facilitation. C. Non-interactive communication. D. Regulatory avoidance. 29. An evaluation method that compares test performance across different cohorts ensures. A. Benchmarking effectiveness. B. Ignoring standards. C. Reducing objectivity. D. Avoiding regulations. 30. Which instructional approach best supports learners struggling with NYC exam math sections? A. Contextualized, step-by-step problem solving. B. Memorization of formulas without application. C. Avoiding practice questions. D. Providing only theory without examples. 31. A compliance-focused trainer ensures their curriculum. A. Matches job-specific test requirements. B. Includes unrelated state exams. C. Omits regulatory updates. D. Focuses only on learner interests. 32. When evaluating a New York City civil service prep course, which measure best reflects quality? Alignment of outcomes with official exam results. B. Learners' personal enjoyment. C. Unrelated survey data. D. Informal conversations only. 33. A mentor encourages learners to reflect on how test prep applies to long-term career goals. This reflects. A. Integrative learning. B. Surface-level memorization. C. Regulatory avoidance. D. Passive absorption.